Mishal, Proverbs chapter 4. Children, listen to the discipline of a father and give attention to know insight. For I gave you a good instruction. Do not forsake my Torah. For I was my father's son, tender and the only one in the eyes of my mother. Then he taught me and said to me, let your heart hold fast my words. Guard my commands and live. Get wisdom, get insight. Do not forget and do not reject the words of my mouth. Do not leave her and let her guard you. Love her and let her watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is get wisdom, and with all you're getting, get understanding. Exalt her and let her uplift you. She brings you esteem when you embrace her. She gives you head a fair garland. She shields you with an adorning crown. Hear, my son, and accept my words, and let the years of your life be many. I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in straight paths. When you walk, your steps shall not be hindered, and if you run, you shall not stumble. Hold fast to discipline. Do not let go. Watch over her, for she is your life. Do not enter the path of the wrong, and do not walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it. Do not pass by it. Turn away from it and pass on. For they do not sleep unless they have done evil, and their sleep is taken away unless they make someone fall. For they have eaten the bread of malice, and they drink the wine of violence. But the path of the righteous is like the light of dawn that shines ever brighter to the perfect Yom. The way of the wrong is like darkness. They do not know at what they stumble. My son, listen to my words. Incline your ear to my speech. Let them not depart from your eyes. Guard them in the midst of your heart, for they are life to those who find them, and healing to all their flesh. Watch over your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the sources of life. Turn away from you a crooked mouth, and put perverse lips far from you. Let your eyes look forward, and your eyelids look straight before you. Consider the path of your feet, and all your ways are established. Do not turn to the right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil. Mishal, Proverbs chapter 5. My son, listen to my wisdom. Incline your ear to my insights, so as to watch over your discretion, and your lips guard knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drip honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps lay hold of the grave. She does not consider the path of life. Her ways are unstable. You do not know it. So now listen to me, you children. Do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Keep your way far from her, and do not come near the door of her house, lest you give your splendor to others, and your years to one who is cruel. Lest strangers be filled with your strength, and your labors go down to the house of a foreigner. Then you shall howl in your latter end, when your flesh and your body are consumed, and shall say, how I have hated discipline, and my heart has despised correction. And I have not heeded to the voice of my teachers, and I have not inclined my ear to those who instructed me. In a little while I was in all evil in the midst of an assembly and a congregation. Drink water from your own cistern, and running water from your own well. Should your springs be scattered abroad, rivers of water in the streets, let them be only your own, and not for strangers with you. Let your fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the woman of your youth, a loving deer and a pleasant doe. Let her breast satisfy you at all times, and be captivated by her love always. For why should you, my son, be captivated by a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a foreigner? For the ways of a man are before the eyes of Yahuah, and he considers all his paths. The wrong one is entrapped in his own offenses, and he is caught in the cords of his sin. He dies for lack of discipline, and in the greatness of his folly he gets lost. Mishal, Proverbs chapter 6. My son, if you have become guarantor for your friend, have shaken hands in a pledge for a stranger, have been snared by the words of your own mouth, have been caught by the words of your mouth, do this at once, my son, and deliver yourself, for you have come into the hand of your friend. Go, humble yourself, and urge your friend. Give no sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Deliver yourself like a gazelle from the hunter's hand, and like a bird from the hand of the trapper. Go to the ant, you lazy one. See her ways and be wise, which having no commander, overseer, or ruler, provides her supplies in the summer, gathers her food in the harvest. How long would you lie down, lazy one? When do you arise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to lie down, and your poverty shall come like a prowler, and your need as an armed man. A man of Belial, a wicked man, walks with a perverse mouth, winks with his eyes, shuffles his feet, points with his fingers. Perverseness is in his heart, plotting evil at all times. He sends out strife, therefore his calamity comes suddenly. Instantly he is broken, and there is no healing. These Yahuah hates, and 7 are an abomination to him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands shedding innocent blood, a heart devising wicked schemes, feet quick to run evil, a false witness breathing out lies, and one who causes strife among brothers. My son, watch over your father's command, and do not forsake the Torah of your mother. Bind them on your heart always. Tie them around your neck. When you are walking about, it leads you. When you lie down, it guards you. And when you have woken up, it talks to you. For the command is a lamp, and the Torah a light, and reproofs of discipline a way of life, to guard you against an evil woman, from the flattering tongue of a strange woman. Do not desire her prettiness in your heart, neither let her captivate you with her eyelids. For because of a whore one is brought to a crust of bread, and an adulteress hunts a precious life. Would a man take fire to his bosom, and his garments not to be burned? Would a man walk on hot coals, and his feet not be scorched? So is he who goes into his neighbor's wife. None who touches her goes unpunished. They do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his appetite when he is starving. Yet if he is caught, he repays sevenfold. He gives all the wealth of his house. He who breaks wedlock with a woman lacks heart. He who does it destroys his own life. He finds smiting and shame, and his reproach is not wiped away. For jealousy enrages a man, and he does not spare in the day of vengeance. He does not regard any ransom, nor accept your bribe, however great.